ready for work now? Yeah? You ready to do some work, Kuro? Alright, let's get started, Kuro. Hey everyone, welcome to my video, and well, today we've got to cover a lot of things. As you've seen already, I've been trying some new things, like recording wise. I've been having a bunch of fun with it, and today I was thinking of just talking about like something really important to us artists, and that is trying to stay motivated. I know it can be extremely hard to be motivated, especially with everything that's been going on, that's been affecting the art community, but it's so important that you try not to get discouraged and try to stay creative and try to keep following your passion and things that you care about. So in today's video, I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit about how I stay creative and how I stay motivated and productive, and I have just some tips and some things I can share with you guys that should help. But remember, it's only you who can make you motivated, so even if you watch this video, it's still recommended that you try some of the things that are in this video, like instead of just like watching and going to the next video, you know what I mean? Like, after this video, I want you guys to try at least one of these things that I suggest this video, because I really want to help you guys get motivated to create again. I know exactly just how scary and frustrating it can be to get pen to paper, to think of ideas, you know, to get in the creative spirit and mood, and staying in that mindset all the time can be really tricky as well. But yeah, I am excited to show you guys what I kind of do and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I will get right into the things. So my first tip for staying motivated is looking back at your old paintings or drawings or artwork, like any old kind of like things that you've stored or kept from when you was young or when you first started. Like, this always helps me. When I look at my old drawings, I just realize how far I've actually come in terms of my art, like, stuff and that kind of thing. I know I've gone back a bit in terms of my art because I took a really long break, but I'm really trying to get back at it now, and I'm seeing results already, because I've been drawing every day and stuff. But besides me, this is a really good tip for trying to keep yourself motivated, because you realize, like, wow, did I really do that back then? Or wow, was I really like that? Did I really draw like that? And then you realize that you're not so bad at this thing after all, and maybe your old drawings might inspire you to either like remake an old drawing, or they might inspire you to like draw something or paint something within the same topic or something like that. You know what I mean? Just really get your creative juices flowing, and yeah, that is normally something that works for people, and if it doesn't, then maybe the next tip will. Okay, so my next tip is reading art books or signing up to your favorite artists like newsletters or reading their blogs, you know, all that kind of thing. But I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm not a very big reader, but I do have one art book that I've had for a while because it was gifted to me. I normally don't like reading a lot, but I like looking at the books. Like, I like looking at the pictures, and maybe I'll skim through it. Like, I'm not a big person to read. Like, I don't read at all. I think the only thing that I read is like Discord messages, to be honest with you guys. But I think there's a lot of people out there who love reading, and I think if you're really not feeling in that artsy mood and you don't really do art at all, or you know, you're really not wanting to pick up that pencil, and then maybe you should pick up a book or pick up, you know, your laptop and read like someone's newsletter or blog, you know, or read an art book. Like, try learning instead of trying to like do arts. Like, maybe that will help you if you open a book and just read and try to learn that way rather than just having to draw. And I think this, like, reading is just good for people anyways. I think reading is good for people. But yeah, I think this one is a good one if you like reading and if you like keeping up to date with your favorite artists. Like, this can inspire you a lot to create, especially if you see your favorite artist creating, or if you read something that you didn't know before, or you learn something that you didn't know before and you're getting like excited to try it out, and you really want to get drawing after that. But that is just another way to get motivated that I don't really use. I like reading some artist newsletters, like that's something I do like to read, and that does inspire me quite a bit to make art, because I like seeing the people in the community are doing well and you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, on to the next tip. So here I'm gonna talk about a few things really, but as you can see, I am watching Hello Kitty, the like old series, and I was watching Garfield. I highly recommend these few things, but sometimes we just gotta take a break, and why not try to get inspired while doing it? So I think you guys should try watching like an old like show that you like to watch, because I feel like watching something that I used to really like when I was younger like inspires me so much, because I start to remember like why I started to like creating in the first place when I was younger, and I start to remember like all the things that inspired me growing up. And I still extremely love cartoons now as an adult. I actually didn't see the Hello Kitty series when I was younger, but I did see it like as an adult, but you know, it was a few years ago when I watched it eventually. But I really like this kind of way of inspiring myself. It's fun, it's calming, you can have snacks or whatever, and it really brings up your spirit and your creativity. Also, other things you can do while taking a break: you could watch a movie, you could watch any TV show really, you can just do something relaxing, like taking a walk, like going on a bike ride, like taking a hike. You can do anything. Like, all these things that I am mentioning to you right now may inspire you to do some artwork and may give you some ideas on what it is you actually want to create as well. But yeah, I think those are some really fun ones, and they work very, very well for me. I don't go out on walks much, but I definitely get inspired a lot by some like old cartoons. Like, I always get inspired by old cartoons, they are just so much fun. So you guys could also do this. You could ask your friend or your family member to give you like a word prompt or give you some inspirational ideas, like maybe hang out with them, like ask them for some ideas or inspiration, like what have they been inspired by lately, like what's been making them keep going every day. You know, those kind of things are nice because you get to talk to your friends and family, which is super good for you, and you also get some ideas, which is awesome. I also highly recommend joining like an art community, like an art community server, and they're also really fun. Like the art server that I'm in, they have like a weekly prompt, and that helps keep me at least making something, and it makes me excited for the next prompt, and you know, that kind of stuff. And just talking with fellow artists, like, they know how you feel, we know how you feel. We all have times when we don't feel inspired to create. It is such a common problem, and we all experience it one time or another. And just having a community to support you in those times and bring you up and inspire you with what they're doing, or give you some ideas or motivational tips like that, it is like the best thing, probably. It is a good thing. So I recommend joining an art Discord server, and not to try to self promo or anything, but I have an art Discord server well, it's kind of like an art and gaming Discord, but like I have a server. So if you guys want to join, then please check the link in my description. It should all be there. But yeah, thanks. So this one is sure to bring your motivation up, and every day I practice gratitude, and I also like reading quotes. I don't read quotes as often, but they can also really help my mood and help me feel creative, productive, and motivated again. But just practicing gratitude every day will really help you have more, like, be more grateful for the things every day, and it will also help you to stay productive and, like I said, motivated. It will make you feel motivated. That's the whole point of all of these tips. But yeah, it should help you feel inspired again if you practice this every day. Or if you're really feeling on the low, then maybe you could just quickly like Google some inspirational quotes, or maybe you could actually stick some like posters of quotes or something like that around your workspace, so you know it inspires you that way. Looking at your favorite artist's work is a great way to get inspired again and see what they're up to, what they're making nowadays, and just seeing who it is that inspires you again, like why they inspire you again, why their work makes you feel that way, and that kind of stuff. And it's just a great way to get back on track. Looking at your pre-existing mood boards on Pinterest or making new mood boards on Pinterest can really spark inspiration with you, and I recommend every time you feel inspired, just pick up a pencil, get your piece of paper or scrap paper or a sketchbook on hand, and just write down some ideas or doodle some ideas that come to your mind there and then. We have no inspiration to waste here, guys. We gotta use all of it. So my next bit of advice, it could be a bit tricky for some people, so I want to kind of say now that you might not be able to do this, but I still recommend it anyways. If you're a beginner artist, or if you're starting to really get into art and you really want to take it seriously and take it to the next level, then I I really recommend making like a small space for you to make artwork, like something like that, or just a space in general for you to create art. So you have places to put your things, you have a place to actually create, and somewhere that inspires and motivates you every time you see it. I recommend having lots of decorations that you enjoy, and posters and prints and all that good stuff. Okay, so this is something a lot of artists I've heard have said already, and it is making goals, making long-term goals and short-term goals. If you make, like, if you sit down and think about what it is that you want to do with your art experience and your art career, like, where do you want to be in, I don't know, 5 years time or 3 years time, like, where do you want to be? Like, what is it that you actually want to do? And think about how you can achieve that. And you can think about how you can achieve that by making short-term goals. So with your short-term goals, these are easy, simple. You make them like every month or every week. And it's just something that helps you, get there eventually. And these also inspire you. Making goals can really inspire you, and not just inspire you, but actually make you do art, instead of thinking about what should I be doing, you know what you should be doing. So yeah, you can get right to it. This is the second to last one. I'm gonna try go through these last ones really quick because the video is getting really hecking long. I'm sorry guys, this is happening again. But so the second to last one is like using a new medium, like using something that you haven't used before, or trying something that you've rarely tried before, and that can inspire you. Like I'm trying graphite, as you can see. And I haven't used graphite in a very long time. It used to be like my main medium in high school. I used it the most, and I honestly don't think I knew anything about all the different types of like pencils and stuff, because our school didn't have the different types of pencils. But I learned so much so far doing this graphite piece. I'm doing this piece because I'm trying to like go back to basics again. But yeah, I won't be finishing the piece in this video. I might finish it in the next video, so if you wanna see the finished result, then it will be in my next video, and that will be coming out next week around Wednesday or Thursday. That's the goal. Either Wednesday or Thursday I'll be getting my videos out for you guys. And yeah, trying a new medium is so inspiring. It is so helpful and motivating, because using new things is fun, or even just buying new art supplies to try, like that's also just as fun. Or even maybe using something that's not even an art supply as an art supply, like a potato or a carrot, So another thing that you can do that's not really like pen to paper related is learning something new, learning something that you've never known before, watching like a facts video, or like searching about something and learning about something that you've always wanted to find out or learn or know about, or something that can help you towards your art stuff. So like say you wanted to learn some management for your future art business, or you wanted to learn some photography for taking your own reference photos, or lighting, anything really. It doesn't even have to be art related. It can just be about an animal that you're curious about or something. Like, learning is always really inspiring for people, or knowing new things or just getting to know new things can inspire you to do something, like drawing something that you've never really drawn before. And this is probably the last kind of thing here. I didn't really want to set it up like a list, kind of. Like, this is not really a list, it's just like all over the place. But I just wanted to give you guys some tips and like ways that you can get your inspiration back and your motivation back. I am really tired, but I've been recording all day and it's been really fun, and I can't wait to start recording again for the video next week. I am super grateful you guys watched the video all the way up until now. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.